All right, so this is going to be a really tough one for me. I am going to attempt to rank all the Cosmere books, and that's going to be tough for me because, just a general question. If you were to ask me about them, I would say they're all, S tier, but that doesn't really work. They got to be in some kind of order, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so let's start this off. Where are we going to start off with? But this, we'll just go in order. And some of these I may skip around on. So, Brandon Sanderson, Arcanum Unbound. Where do I want to rank that one? See, that one's, it's got some good ones in it and some that are like just okay. So I'm just going to go middle of the road with that one because that's a lot to try to narrow down into one ranking. The 11th Metal. That was a really short story, especially for Brandon Sanderson. Of course, it's got Kelsier in it, which I love, but really didn't get a whole lot out of it. A little bit of backstory. I'm actually going to go C with that. Elantris, the first book sold and published by Brandon Sanderson. Standalone. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't really know on any of these where to place them. I'm going to go C with that one. It's a good read. I enjoyed it. Not really enough to reread it though. So C list. I feel like C list is going to be my wouldn't read it a second time but enjoyed it. D would be didn't enjoy it. May not have any on D on this. Alamancer Jack and the Pits of something. Again, really short, kind of fun, but and did get some kind of good information out of it. For sake of ranking on these, I'm going to put this one actually down in D tier because I don't feel like it's, of all these, it's one of the least necessary to read, and it's fun but not as fun to me as like Alloy of Law or one of those. So it's like it's supposed to be the fun book in the fun series, and it's less fun to me than the actual books in that series, if that makes any sense. Now this one, Mistborn's Secret History. Also a short one, but it's got a lot of information in it. Maybe B list on that. Mistborn. The first one, Final Empire. That's got to be S tier. I mean, it's Mistborn. I don't know what else to say other than it's one of the best books out there. The Hero of Ages. Now this one's tough for me because I think the first Mistborn book is a well-told story. It has a beginning, middle, and end, and it's a pretty satisfying end for it being the first book in a series. Hero of Ages, I feel, has like a lot of setup in it, and it shifts a lot of things around. It's a great book, but I don't think I would put it up there with the first one. Well of Ascension, same thing with it, although I think it's better than the second book, if it'll go there. But again, not as good as the first one. It's hard to beat the first in a series like Mistborn, where, I don't know, maybe it was just the fact that it was a heist job, and I liked that so much. Just the, I don't know, it was a little more fun to me, the first one, than the other two in the series. Alloy of Law. A lot of people don't like this series for some reason as much as his other stuff, which is more of a Western than it is a fantasy novel, so that could have something to do with it. But to me, I thoroughly enjoyed these. I'd actually hate me for it or not, but I think it's it's up there with, if not ahead of, some of the Mistborn books. It's just great, witty characters. I'm a sucker for a witty character. So, did they have these out of order here? Bands of Mourning. Yeah, Shadows of Self would be the second one in the series. Good, not as good as the first one. Again, I apparently have a preference for the first in the series. It's like that, the first introduction to it. It's hard to recapture that in a sequel. Although Bands of Mourning was really good. I'll put that above the second one there. Edge Dancer, Novella. Lift is, I think Lift, to me, the comedy of Lift doesn't hit home quite as well as some of the other Brandon Sanderson's characters. Writing, I'd put it B, but it's following Lift, which is not my favorite. I like her, but she's not as funny to me. I'm going to have to put that one down in C, I think. Oathbringer, S tier. I mean, have you read Oathbringer? It's brilliant. I mean, so much happens in that one. Oh, but now do I put Oathbringer ahead of Mistborn? Ooh, I think I do. We'll say they're tied. How about that? Way of Kings. Unfortunately, I do have to put that one ahead of Mistborn, because Way of Kings for me is just the epitome of Brandon Sanderson writing. It is just, it's where I got my start in the Cosmere, so I got a soft spot for it. It was my introduction to all things Brandon Sanderson and Cosmere, and I was hooked from the first bit of it and haven't stopped since. So to me, it's top tier, S tier. Words of Radiance. Again, I'd put that up there with Oathbringer and Mistborn. We'll go right behind Mistborn, right behind Oathbringer. No real reason for that other than it's too close for me to call. Shadows for Silence. Wasn't my favorite. I had a hard time getting into that one. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that one in D tier. It just wasn't my favorite. In comparison to Six of the Dusk, which honestly I put that up there, A tier. It is, if you haven't read it, it's probably my favorite short story in the Arcanum Unbound. It's brilliant, just the world and the mystery. And one of the things that Brandon Sanderson has trouble doing is telling a smaller story, and this one is basically a guy in a boat with a couple birds is the majority of the story as far as characters go. That's all you get. And with just that, like, oh, it is so good. Like, the island itself almost becomes more than just a setting. It's also a character itself. I can't say enough good things about Six of the Dusk. It's almost S tier for me. I'll put it that way. Emperor's Soul. A lot of people have this very highly ranked. To me, the Elantris world just doesn't get that A tier for me. Not yet. It's a very well written book, but don't get me wrong, just not exactly my favorite. It's a smaller story, kind of like Six of the Dusk, but to me, it's just the pacing of it's not quite there. Hope of Elantris. We're going to leave that now because I actually don't think I've read The Hope of Elantris. Warbreaker. I actually just did a video on this. I think it's extremely underrated. So it's going bottom of my S tier. It's a wonderful book, standalone. There's one scene in particular in Warbreaker that, as I was reading, I literally had just to close the book and set it down and take a moment. It was just it got intense for me. There's not very many scenes in any books that have ever got me like that. It was that scene stuck with me, still with me. White Sands, we're gonna do those out. It's graphic novels. Dawn Shard I really enjoyed. I'm gonna put that top of my B tier. It was an excellent short story. I liked it a lot more than Edge Dancer. Just the characters in it. I like the characters it was focused around a whole lot more. And that's really the only reason I'm putting it above Edge Dancer. And Rhythm of War, the latest in the Stormlight Archive. And I'll put that behind Words of Radiance and Oathbringer. I think Rhythm of War is fantastic, but not quite up to those two standards. I'm really looking forward to the 5th one to come out to see how he ties the first story arc of the Stormlight Archive all up in a neat little bow. And I feel like Rhythm of War was a lot of setup for that, and that may have been why I don't rank it as high as the other two. But where's the other three? But yeah, it is definitely skewed a little towards the S tier on that. But yeah, that's kind of how I see them and how I would rank them out as far as my favorites go. I think the next tier list I'll probably do, it will probably still be in the Cosmere. I'll just do the character tier list, because that's one of my favorite things about the Cosmere is just some of the characters in it. So let me know down in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Are you upset I put Emperor Soul so low? What do you think about Warbreaker? Just let me know what your tier list is, how you would rank these on that, because I know people's taste vary quite a bit, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct way to do it. So just let me know down in the comments, and as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and I will see y'all on the next one.